I'd like to call on Kane's higher self, please.
Hello?
Hello. Are you able to start a body scan? I would like you to heal and balance everything that needs to be healed and balanced in his body.
Yeah.
Is there any issues with his body at the moment?
No, not really. He has some energetic imbalances in his chakras, but it's nothing serious.
Okay, thank you. Are you able to let us know why did everyone, including Kane, feel drugged and sedated for 2 days before the 21st?
The people who felt sedated were all feeling this because you are linked psychically and energetically together. And all the people who felt tired out and drugged, as you describe it, were the ones who were going to shift the group, who were going to shift.
And so tell us about why what's happening with the shift.
The shift is still in motion. You'll still experience a big shift.
In what way will we experience a big shift?
You'll experience what you have been expecting to experience.
I see. And in terms of the dates given, we were sort of told December and then some days. What would you like us to know about that?
Yes, you were given the date 21st December, as this was the date that it was supposed to be, and the date that it would all set into motion. And this is still possible. It's still within the um, it's still possible that shift is within by the end of the year.
Okay, thank you. So it hasn't been cancelled, it's just been delayed.
Delayed would be the wrong word to use. It's the timing has to be perfect. So the the window for the timing to be perfect is still approaching.
I see. And so will people still feel those disorientative emotions of being very tired continuing on?
Only if the only if the shift is imminent within days. The experience you're referring to is a particular energetic state. It's not as simple as being tired. It might be tired to you. You might describe it as tired because you don't have the right words to explain exactly what it is, but it's the same state that any being that's about to experience an ascension goes through, similar to when people die and they become very um, static, stay still before they pass. They can become very tired. Uh, it's the it's the same state. So it's the red light, the green light that you're about to go.
I see. And so why did the 21st change? What happened there?
Well, the 21st didn't necessarily change. As you know, it was a ball. It was a figure that was supposed to be a goal, and the energy would rise up around it. But the date changed, if you want to call it changed, just because it's a complex situation, and um, there are many factors to consider on the day, some of which involve the darker entities on the planet, um, creating negative energies. But it's not that they thwarted the plan. It's just that this was their last stand against an ascension. Um,
Are you able to say what events took place that did um, not delay but change the shift off to New Earth on the 21st?
the Kane is thinking about the mass meditations that you mentioned, and these were not as disruptive as you think they were. They did more harm than good in a way, and um, this is what happens when you get people to be forced into a desired state of consciousness rather than allowing them to just feel it as the desire, feel it as it flows with them. Um, there wasn't as much of a frequency raised on the day because there was a lot of tension, stress over the meditations. A lot of pressure was put on people. Um,
What was the intended effect for the Ulonru, for example, that meditation? What was their hopes and what was the actual outcome for that?
they were hoping to connect with Mother Earth and heal Mother Earth, and it was a valiant attempt. The outcome was that the Earth was the soul of Earth was readied to leave, so it was prepared for it to leave. It'll be easier now for it to leave than it was before.
Okay, so that is then a good outcome, is it?
Well, it was a good outcome, but it would have been better if they had not been there in the first place.
I see.
As Gaia is very capable of ascending herself.
Would it be fair to say that it was like keeping her soul here a little bit longer than she was intending then?
Yes, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay, I understand. Thank you. Kane was wondering if there was any chance of the shift for him to go to New Earth being the 31st.
For him personally, he would um, to go just himself or as a collective with others.
His question is any chance of it occurring by the 31st?
Yes, there's still a chance that could happen. Yes, still a chance. Yeah.
Okay, but we shouldn't be fixated on dates and times, right?
Yes, but it's very difficult not to. So it's
Yeah.
all right to focus on dates still.
Yeah, thank you. And Kane would like to know what are we supposed to say to people who had expectations of the 21st?
Hmm. This is a difficult question and a difficult way to answer people. Um, you can only support them, send them love, and share how you're feeling and thinking. Can't tell them what to think and feel, but you can share how you're thinking and feeling, and leaving it there. Um, all of these people are sovereign individuals, and can they um, doesn't help them to put too much focus on another person, even if they do have access to the information. Um, if people are struggling, and particularly, then although it may not be ideal, it sounds like a lot of work, but you can always give them very short sessions just to connect to their higher self, and give them some faith. But outside this, there's not much more you can do. The reaction of most people will not be as bad as you think.
With the shift not occurring to New Earth a few days ago, has that plummeted people's vibrations when they are so disappointed?
Yes, yes, and this is why the second, um, this is why it's harder for the shift to occur shortly after than it would be in the first place, because there's that deep dive into a lower vibrational state, but it doesn't rule it out.
Okay, I understand. Thank you. And then Kane would like us to call in Ashtar because he has a question for Ashtar.
I am here.
Hello, thank you very much for coming in today. Kane's question is he would like to know how is everyone off Earth reacting to this? All the ETs helping us. How do they feel?
Um, Firstly, I'd like to say, Joanne, thank you for your patience and your courage in the last few days. Um, the reaction among my command and the other extraterrestrials um, is that we are disappointment is not so much what we experience, but we can be our empathy is very strong right now for all of you who are feeling some disappointment at this time. We're not worried as we see the bigger picture. we see you all on your with our ability to see into other timelines. And so it's not really, it's a bit like if you're going through an airport and um, your flight gets delayed by half an hour. And we know where you're going, we see where you're going, we can see the future. So we're not worried, it's just 30 minutes, but it seems like a very big deal to you and might feel a little bit longer to you. So we're still relaxed, if you want to call it that.
Nice. Would it help people when they, it seems like on social media right now, everyone's congratulating each other for being on the new Earth in 5D, and everyone's pretty excited about the new age of Aquarius. Is this going to help raise people's vibrations?
Yes, well, in a way, they are manifesting a state of being where they would more likely end up choosing to ascend. It's also selling it all short, and Kane feels this as well. And selling everything short, so that you're on the edge of Aquarius now.
So we are technically in the age of Aquarius.
The planet is in the age of Aquarius in terms of the possession possession of the galaxy, but uh, you're not experiencing the planet's possessions in the age of Aquarius, but you're not experiencing what the age of Aquarius is supposed to be.
Okay, can you give me an insight into what the age of Aquarius is supposed to be?
The age of Aquarius is supposed to be a time of enlightenment, and love is the predominant emotion of all beings. And this is guaranteed to all of you who came onto Earth. You would all be guaranteed that you would live in the age of Aquarius as a semi-human form. This is actually much of the motivation to come to Earth on the 3D, because you would get to experience that.
I see. And so will we experience that on the new Earth?
Yes, yes, that's what your experience will be on the new Earth.
Oh, cute. Okay, that's fantastic. And is there anything else you want to tell us that we should be knowing at this point?
Okay, just thinking about the volcanoes. He would like you to ask about that.
Yes, absolutely. That was one of his questions because he was very curious. Why is there so much volcano activity happening right now?
This is this is due to this is due to the increasing frequency on the planet.
Will we be seeing more eruptions?
Yeah, nothing can stop these. No, nothing can stop it. You will be seeing more eruptions. Yeah.
Okay. Any locations that are significant to Kane and myself?
Mm, well, King channeled a long time ago what the next volcano would be to erupt, and he channeled it correctly, which would be Russia, Russian volcanoes. So he would be interested to see what happened. There's no rest for Kane there's no risk for Kane in terms of volcanoes. While he's on Earth, anyway. Um,
That's very
the
interesting because I also, in another session, I heard the same thing. That wasn't with Kane, but I don't think I've made that public. So that's very interesting.
yes, and he was unaware, uneducated on the situation with volcanoes on Earth. So, this was correct. His challenge was correct. Your challenge is correct. Russia will become just as Antarctic is. Both of the poles will see heightened volcanic activity, and it will confuse your establishment. Um, but they'll become very hot. Actually, these areas and regions will become very hot. So, um, due to the volcanic activity, in terms of yes, um, the volcano in New Zealand is going to be will experience a major eruption in a few years. Uh, if not sooner.
Okay, thank you. Would that be in alignment with the same time that the Earth is completely imploding on itself?
What? Sorry, one sec. I got awake because it stopped playing. Um, I mean, sorry, I, I think someone called me. Sorry.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's fine. Am I able to be reconnected, please, to the higher self?
Yes, we're here.
Thank you. Sorry for the interruption. We were wondering, my last question was, will the earthquake in New Zealand for that North Island central volcano, will that go as the planet is finally dismantled?
Yes, yes. Many others will as well. It'll be um, a cacophony of various volcanoes erupting all at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Could very easily tear the island apart.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah. I would imagine. So, okay, thank you. Um, and can I just ask about the dam in China? How is that looking?
And there are parts of the dam um, have already been damaged beyond repair. They can't be repaired safely, uh, whilst keeping the public in the dark. So they may face a difficult decision by choosing to not repair it or to repair it. Even then, it wouldn't be guaranteed to be a safe thing to do. Not necessarily safe to even attempt to repair it.
Okay. Um, is there anything else you want us to know about that dam?
It will break eventually.
Okay. At this point in time, will Cain be on this earth when that happens?
No.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. And is there any final messages that you have for Cain, please?
He needs to be not so afraid of the 3D, and he knows that he should be manifesting more, and we would like to give him permission now as his higher self to take up the role of manifesting everything in his life. Take control of every aspect of his life, and use his manifestation knowledge and skills to improve things, because many things that he thinks are big issues can be fixed so easily, and he needs to challenge every misconception that he has. Um, and that he doesn't need to be so afraid of living here. That things for Cain are going to be very, very amazing and beautiful. He's not going to experience the suffering that he anticipates.
Okay, well, that sounds like a very positive thing for him to be focusing on.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. And do you have any other, apart from meditation, is there anything else that he can do to boost himself up?
Mm, he should decide to be more open with people who are not awakened. Although it's understandable he doesn't want to do this. It's just seeing anyone who's not awake is um, not a hazard or threat, or just someone to avoid, is not a good attitude. And it's a bit close-minded of him to assume that he can't get on with people who are more asleep than he is. And he's building that belief, and that's not creating good reality for him. So just connecting more generally with people, so that he doesn't see the whole world as so hostile as he does now.
Mm, yeah. Well, that's another great positive thing for him to apply that knowledge. So thank you very much for saying that to him. And it is hard to reach out to the 3D people. I mean, obviously we're all 3D, but it's just connecting with them and feeling their fear and their worry and um, their concerns is quite taxing. So how
Mm, it's very, very difficult. And we know you've had to experience this um, recently, and you need to really protect yourself from this by cleansing yourself energetically each day.
is it important to do it each day? Is it?
It is for you,
And what about
because yes, Ken should do it as well. Yes, that's true. He should do it as well every day.
is it important at certain times of the day, or is it just once a day?
Just in the morning, once a day is enough.
Okay, that's nice.
Mhm.
And Is it just the negative energies that we collect from other people, or is it when people have ill will and negative agendas that they are manifesting onto us?
Yes, I mean, you're absorbing energy from others, whether they have negative intentions or not, you're absorbing their energy all the time. So, um, yes, you need to be, unfortunately, you all as empathetic people have to take the responsibility to wipe your boards clean. Yeah, it's a bit like you're like a whiteboard walking around, and then everyone has uh, markers, and their hands just flying around all the time out of control. And whenever you go to help them, they're marking you all over with their pens, and so you have to take the responsibility to clear it off each day. Um, because most people are a bit crazy.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good. I can be responsible for my own energy fields and send back all the energy that is no longer mine. So, thank you. I really appreciate that. Is there any final messages for me?
And yes, your DNA upgrades are increasing right now. That's why you're experiencing the tilting feeling or the feeling of movement in your body. Your DNA is upgrading to similar levels to Kane. Um,
Thank you. Yeah, it's a bit of a, it's like being on the seashore or being in a boat while you're still sitting on land. It's very amusing.
yes, it can feel strange, but you'll get used to it quite quickly. It won't necessarily last for a long time. It's
Yeah.
just like, mm,
Thank you. Yeah, most upgrades are just a short thing until it's upgraded and then you're ready to roll.
mm.
Okay, thank you very much. I really appreciate your time in a place where there is no time. So thank you very, very, very much. So we'll ask now